to my team news, what you should do, what you should be ready for, and how we should, and what would happen for the domination triple threat online, and then we would do the token market, and we would talk about a lot of other stuff. Now, I just accidentally went into freestyle, but the first thing that we should talk about is the triple threat. So for triple threat online, there's going to be a new point system. I'm not exactly gonna know how to show it, but you can look it up. And there's a new point system where there's like 100 games, and there's all of that. I don't exactly get it, so I wish it was like the other way. And it is, and they said it's like harder to gain MT, but it's mid. But let's talk about the triple threat. For triple threat, let's talk about the rewards. Obviously, they're gonna add packs in there, but I'm just talking about the rewards. If you get a dark matter, you get a galaxy opal, you get a pink diamond for the starts. And for 450 wins, I think it could be like a nice point guard. I don't grind triple threat a lot, but I play it in my free time. And for that, I think it should be like a nice James Harden pink diamond. Now for that would actually be really good. He's put the pink diamond, like Harden. It's so weird because his signature move and his overpowered move, not in play now, but I'm talking about in my team, is that step back. But it's so hard because everyone's defending it. You can't really get free space out of it. But James Harden, it would probably be a lot. It would probably have a good quick first step, and it would probably be really good. I would probably grind for that. Now, actually, I'm gonna try hard in my team this year. I really didn't care about it, but now I'm starting to go really hard. Now, for the 550 wins, because it usually takes like 100, but to get to the next good level. But for 550 wins, I'm talking about like a nice shooting guard. But it's like a heuristic guy, like back in the day. Here, I'm not sure I don't know how to say it, but a good maybe like a Michael Jordan, but maybe like a Michael Jordan. I know that would be double shooting guard, but a Michael Jordan would be pretty nice for the 550 wins. Then we would go to like 800. Then we go to like 850, and you'd have to try harder to get to the next level. And then we go to an opal. And I feel like a nice opal Kyle Korver, like a nice shooter. That would be pretty nice. And then after that, for like the 1,000 wins. You get for the 1,000 wins, maybe. Well, let's think. It would be good for like a center because we've got a lot of shooters and a lot of point guards, small forward stuff. A nice Galaxy Opal not Galaxy Opal Bill Russell. I just talked for the 850 wins, Galaxy Opal Kyle Korver, and then for the 1,000 wins, maybe like a nice Galaxy Opal Bill Russell. And then if you get 2,000 wins, you'll get like a dark matter. You get like a dark matter, possibly like a dark matter. Like let's think of a card people would like grind for, because they're obviously gonna put like people that you grind for. Because for we'll talk about the other rewards later, but like a nice 2,000 wins, like oh, what's the name? Oh, I was thinking about a player. Sorry. Maybe like a nice Sean Kemp, but I feel like people would want like a bigger reward. Actually, you know what? Bill Russell would be the 2,000 reward, and Marc Gasol would be the 1,000 win reward. Because if you look here, I have 100 there's a lot of wins you need. Yeah, there's like a lot of wins you need. I think you have to win about 2,000, and then you put it in like packs, and then you put in dark matters, and then also like also for like 1,500 wins. 1,500 wins, you get like a nice 1,500 wins. You can get like a Tim Duncan, and then the 1,200, and then the 250 wins, you get like a Allen Iverson. And then for the 1,000, and then like you're close to 2,000, like 1,850 wins. Then you get like a guy would, you got to think about it, like people would want to grind for maybe like a dark matter Paul George with like a good base, like he has an amazing jump shot in my opinion, but that would be good. Now let's talk about the exchange. Now for little people, the exchange, I really didn't care. I mean, I did it, but it's like for the exchange, like make some better rewards, because it's like a lot of people not a lot of people grinded for it. Like the most people, I don't even know, like I know a lot of people went for Bobby Jones. Yeah, I know a lot of people went for Bobby Jones, but then it's like I don't know for a lot of people who went for after. Like the exchange rewards were good, except it wasn't exactly worth it at the time. And in my opinion, like maybe after, then you could make some better exchange awards. Like that's all I'm saying. I'm not sure what exchange awards they should do, but just make some better exchange awards, just to like, I'm not sure, because it wasn't amazing this year. I mean, Evan Fournier was good, but it's like I'm not even sure the best one was. I mean, in my opinion, I'm gonna say Bobby Jones. I don't have him, but Bobby Jones was good. Bobby Jones was really good. Like these packs, they're kind of useless. Like they're not the best. And also another thing that they should do is make it so you could do it. You could be with your friends and do an exchange with your friends. Thanks for someone popping in. Like make an exchange with your friends, so you could trade. Like if you and your friends want to do something, you can change cards. Like exchange cards. Like let's say, oh, I want that card and I want this card, and both of you guys could do it. You could do it. Just make sure there's like no scammers. Make sure there's like no scammers. I'm not sure how you're gonna fix that, but like both friends, you could trade a card, or you could do like a trade. Like that would be pretty nice. Like a trade, if you could send in 5 cards, they can send in 5 cards in like a contract and a thing. Okay, and that would be pretty nice for the exchange. I feel like it would make it better. That's what I thought they were gonna do, but okay. And then make it card, and for the evolutions. So for the evolutions, in my opinion, they should just like, for the evolution, make more evolution cards like 2K20. Like in 2K20, it doesn't matter if they're already the maxed out, the best, not the best card in the game, but it's like they're the best gem color in the game. Like let's say you're a dark matter, but you can upgrade your stuff. Like I remember in 2K20, there was a Porzingis. He was already a Galaxy Opal, but you can upgrade his badges, and if you do those evolution stuff, and that would be pretty cool. Like make it for 20, and not like just make like maybe not one in every set, but make more, because it's like not the best. It wasn't the best Evo, but for me, I don't think, yeah, I don't have him anymore. Let's see. There he is. See, Ronnie Brewer, like he is he's good, and he was a good Evo. He was a good Evo card, and that's what I'm saying. Like he was a good Evo card, and that was like a really good Evo card for that for the year. And that's like one of the best. And make like these 5 card packs, because these 5 card packs were actually good. And then the next thing, make better rewards, like for the not 5 card packs, but make better rewards in general. Okay, there's no rewards for that. But let me find like a reward. I know there's no rewards for that, and I know there's no rewards for, okay, so invincible bull boater. I'm not talking about that though. I'm talking like, okay, for the tokens it's fine, but like in the coaches, that's what I want to see more. Like more coaches if you can get. But then it's like the sleepers like Chris Middleton, but it's like Marcus Camby was okay, and Sam Jones was fine, and like Sam Jones was fine, but it's like Josh Smith, he was good, but it's like Dentless Shrimp wasn't good in my opinion, and I had him on my other account. And it's like sleepers, like Chris Middleton was okay. I mean, Chris Middleton was actually good. But then let's go back to like the season 1. Like Dennis Rodman was trash. Jerry West was fine. Gary Payton was good. And then and then these 5 stuff. And Derek Fisher never tried him. The Trail Speed was actually good. But then where's Draymond Green? Yes, Draymond Green. He was the best out of like all of these. To be the best reward. And I need water right now. And it's like get better rewards. And then next, let's talk about more the token rewards. Okay, actually 1 minute. Let me go get water. Okay, I'm back now with water. But let's talk about the token rewards now. So for the token rewards at the start, there's always going to be some good hidden gems. See, let's talk about the ones that I bought, because I bought 10 of them. So let's go to them, because I can't see them there. Rewards. Emerald. See, the Klay Thompson was a gem. That was good. Like, that was actually, like, that was a good card to have at the start of the game. I bought him because look, he's 6'6", and he's an amazing 3-point shooter. Because he's an 85 3-point shot, was really good at the start of the year. And also, like, his perimeter defense was an 82, which was good. His speed was horrible, but it's like his stamina, he had good stamina, and like his badges, gold catch and shoot, and he had amazing shooting badges. I'm guessing he had silver blinders on next gen, I'm not sure, but he had bronze clamps, interceptor. Like, he was an amazing defensive and shooting player. He had the better shooting badges, but also good defensive badges. He was good. Oh, JJ Redick, I mean, he was horrible on defense, but amazing on offense. And also look at his stuff. His 3-point shot was a 93, which was probably the best at the start of the game. And then like he like always known as for threes, to be honest. But his badges, like, he had amazing shooting badges. Like, it's basically all shooting badges, and he was a pretty good passer. Myles Leonard was just a good big at the start of the game. And now I'm gonna talk about it. But like he was okay. He was good. He was just like a good big at the start of the game. And I'll just talk about another one. This guy was. Where is he? There he is. Was basically Gus Williams. I can't check him because there's none in the. Oh, yes, there is. Gus Williams was basically like that slasher. Like, was basically that slasher, to be honest. Like, he was like, first his three point shot was a 65, so it was horrible. But his mid range was good. His close shot was good, and then his ball handle was good. So, and his he was amazing at passing. He was good at defense, and his speed, he was basically like a slasher. He was an amazing slasher at the start of the year, and that's basically not the start of the year, but that's basically that was the first pack. And Bobby Jones, I mean, no, not Bobby Jones, Bobby Jackson was basically that. He had an okay 3-pointer, but let's look at his speed. His speed was a 90, and speed was well within 90, and like his speed and his stamina and strength and all that. And like, not strength, but this was good. And now I'll talk about the rewards, because then I don't know why I bought these. Avery Bradley was okay. His defense was good though. Okay, let's get into it now. Klay Thompson. If we have another guy to compare to Klay Thompson, I have probably the rewards. And now I'm thinking there's always one good reward. in 2K for the emeralds, because 2K20 was Sean Bradley, like he was amazing. But then and then the sapphires for that was George Ramirez. But for Klay Thompson, I'm not thinking like for an emeralds Klay Thompson. I like another player to not replace him, but to be in 20. I would predict. Sorry, I just drank water. I would predict a good defensive, and a good offense, and good 3-point player. Like spot up a 3-pointer. And right now, I'm low-key thinking about like a good Emerald Duncan Robinson. He's not good at defense, but he would be an amazing 3-point shooter. That's basically like the JJ Redick. And then I'm also thinking as like now a good defensive player. I'm kind of thinking of like if they make an Emerald Cindy Moncrief or an Emerald Gary Payton into the auction house, he would just be an amazing defensive player and probably have good defensive badges. And then after that, they would have a slasher, because they always have that speed guy. But I am thinking of like they make like an Emerald De'Aaron Fox, like an Emerald De'Aaron Fox or like an Emerald John Wall into the thing, because that would be good. Like that's a good slasher and speed guy. I would pick him up if I'm talking like if the three guys that I just named, Duncan Robinson, Emerald Cindy Moncrief, and an Emerald John Wall, I would probably pick up the John Wall or Clay. Or the Duncan Robinson, and I'll explain. Actually, no, I'd probably pick up Cindy Moncrief. It depends what his ratings are, though. But yeah, I'll talk about that a little bit of that later. Let me see if I think you could use stats. Yes, you can. But the one thing is, and then also there would be a good big. And a good like spread big, and I feel like they'll do this though. They'll add Bull. And this is what I hope. I feel like they'll add Bull because that's an automatic thing, and make him play power forward center. That would just be amazing. And to be honest, like that's amazing for the token market. And then last one, because I always feel like there's an underrated player that no one picks up, and then someone picks it up, and someone realizes that it's good. And then you know, then it starts getting all the hype, but it's like kind of like too late. So, and one guy, I feel like it would, but I feel like he wasn't underrated, but he was like good for me. James Posey was good for me somehow. Like I just played him, he got rebounds for me, and he could shoot the 3, and that's what I feel like most people will have. And be like that underrated, and that's why I always look at the stats. I'll try and get as much news for when 2K comes out, but I'm gonna have school on the first day when 2K comes out, so that's pretty disappointing. But oh no, I did not want to play a contract. But James Posey, and if you add like a similar player, and I'm thinking that similar player could probably I'm thinking about it right now, and like actually, a PJ Tucker wouldn't be bad because he's a good 3-point shooter and he'll play defense, and you'll most likely play him at the power forward, small forward. That would actually be a pretty good player, like a PJ Tucker there. And now let's talk about the bigs, and then I'm not gonna go through every single player. And there'll probably be 2 good bigs. And now that you added Bull. And also update a better token market. That's what you should do. Like get a better token market. And then I would probably like Ian Thomas was fine because Ian Thomas, like, he would dominate in the paint. I had him on my other account when I bought him. And Andre Foyle, just a good rebounding big and a good dominant big. And the first dominant big that I'm thinking is kind of like a good Bill Russell. He would just be defensive and just get boards, and he won't dominate in the big. But then the dominating big, he might not dominate much, but he'll be very athletic. He'll probably get the boards, and you'll probably just play him. He would be a good pickup, like a JaVale McGee. Would be pretty solid. You'd probably have like a Lob City finisher, silver, or something like that. And I'm definitely gonna make a part 2 to this because this is definitely gonna be so much. But I'll talk about it. But for the Sapphires. The Sapphires rewards, I'm pretty sure I picked all the good ones, that's why. But, yeah, because Sean Stevenson, he was not bad. His defense was actually really good. And he had a pretty solid 3. Like, he was good on the defense. He has an 84, but it's like his speed was not the best, but he had good stamina, good hustle. And like another guy that could be towards that is like I can kind of see them adding like a Sapphire KCP, Contavious Catapult Pope. That would be amazing. In the Spudweb, I don't know why I bought him, but he was really good, to be honest. Yeah, he wasn't good because he was short. And I feel like, a guy who I do see them, I feel like they should add though, is a Sapphire Kyle Lowry. He's gonna be a good defense, and he's gonna be a good offensive player and a good passer. He would be good. He would be good for your starter. He would be a good Sapphire, except you would have to have a lot of tokens, and you would have a lot of tokens to get him. And then for the player that's not, I don't think he's similar to any of these players in my opinion. But not any of them, because I'm not talking about this. But I'm talking about a different player. He'll be next. But also add like a Drew Holiday or a Kyle Lowry in this Sapphire 1 would be pretty good. And pretty good for the Sapphire Awards, because those would just be a player you would probably pick up in the start of your mind. Like that was like, oh, I'm gonna get this when I get to the Sapphire Awards. But the next player that I have in my mind is like a Sapphire Porzingis, because it's like Porzingis is probably gonna be a gold or emerald at the start of the year, and it's like he's gonna be 15, 10K. But like a good Porzingis in the Sapphire thing, his price wouldn't go lower, exactly. But it would be really good, and he would probably be an amazing stretch big. But now, I feel like instead of like Ricky Rubio, I don't even know why I bought them. I just bought them so I could get to the Ruby thing. Like, I just bought them so I could get to the Ruby thing, to be honest. But in the Ruby, I'm unplugged. But the Ruby thing wasn't bad at all. But then. So as going on for the Sapphire stuff, another just get a good big, because you gotta get a good big. But I think we just went over, and I think you could predict some stuff. You could predict some stuff for the thing on your own for the token market. But now we're just gonna go to the Ruby pile. The Rubies were not bad at all. They were actually pretty solid. There wasn't a lot of good ones, but they were solid. See, Nene was pretty good, and just like another good big like that. But what I'm thinking for now is get like a Ruby Dwight Howard. He's gonna be athletic, and if you put the Orlando one in, he's gonna be athletic. He's gonna be good at rebounding. He's probably gonna dominate in the paint. And also add a guy like a good forward, like a Ruby DeMar. Would not be bad here. A Ruby DeMar would not be bad at all for this set, because he's gonna be good at finishing. He might have a good 3-point shot, but he would just be a good guy to run. But I feel like it's all about the Sapphires, and it's all about the Emerald at the start of the game. But I'm just predicting stuff for now, and I'm not gonna go over all of them because I don't want this to be too long. But also have like a good point guard in Rubies. You always need to have a good point guard in each set, like Mark Jackson, Johnny Moore. They weren't bad. I had a DeJounte Murray. He was in the Amethyst one, but I feel like adding a DeJounte Murray would not be bad for this at all. Like, just adding it's a good defensive point guard, and it's like if you get to there and you need a point guard, then you could pick him up. And then I'm gonna just go over the Amethyst real quick. DeJounte Murray And like I feel like a guy, like if you guys might not know him, but since I'm a Toronto Raptors fan, so but Delano Bolton would not be bad at all. And I mean at all. He would not be bad as a good point guard for the Amethyst set. And dude, the Amethyst set was okay, but like as the players, but also you gotta replace Joakim Noah should also be like kind of like what's the name? It's like a good defensive big, like a DeAndre Jordan. Like a DeAndre Jordan or a Marc Gasol. Like a Marc Gasol or a DeAndre Jordan would not be bad at all for the Amethyst set. And I'll go over the diamonds and I'll go over the pink diamonds later. But it's like none of them that wouldn't be bad. Hopefully you guys get it, and I'll talk about more what you should do for 2K22. And make sure to subscribe and like it and turn on post notifications if you want more news like this. And I'll put that in part 2. And I hope you guys have an amazing day and see ya.